I'm about to The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs.
All right, welcome to a special edition. The new season of the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs is on its way. And what better guest to have than one of the greatest in St. Louis, one of the best rappers alive. Steffine Urkell is here, folks.
Original beyond compare.
Yes. He has a new music video. His new music video we're going to premiere here on the Artist United Network. Keenan, my co-host. Keenan, what's new, Keenan?
What it is, man, we are starting good, man. It's only been 3 months right now, and these next few weeks, I'm going to tell you right now, it is going to be crazy. I'm going to get tired, but it's going to be crazy fun.
Yeah. So, so much has happened. Man, first off, you know, my heart goes out to how's your kids doing? You were going to be on last week, and then your daughter was in the hospital. Everything all good with that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, so yeah, we can't start off with that. First off, I just want to say, man, I'm glad to be back.
Yeah,
here. I'm glad that you back up and running.
I think it's been a while for him being back on here.
Yeah, it's
too.
been a long time, a long time. So I just want to say I really appreciate you, and I'm glad that you back up and running, because to me, this is, when it comes to upper echelons of podcast and then the professionalism and how everything looks.
Right.
Oh,
This
thanks.
is it, and people need to be taking those. But
Yeah.
you need to give yourself more credit than what you do. So
I
just
tried.
wanna give you your
I'm just
flowers.
weird
And-
about. I'm weird about compliments. I just don't. It makes me feel weird. I just I do it for. I was on Zoe's show the other day. I shout out to Zoe, and he was asking me the same question. I just I build this stuff because it's just like inside my brain, probably the same way you are. And I just have to get it out, and that's just how I am. And once I do that, that's like therapy for my own self. You know, so I'm not fishing for compliments from people. It was nice. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it, but
It's like people just give me flowers.
but that's
and
not the
blessings.
reason I do what I do. You know, I don't know. So
Well, I'm just giving you your flowers, so
Yeah,
you know, man.
yeah,
I know you
yeah.
don't be. I just want to tell you.
Yeah.
You gotta
Speaking
get-
on
you gotta get
behalf
used to
of
that,
all
man.
artists and everything that's out here, though, we really appreciate you, and we love when you are doing what you do. And the same thing with you, Keenan, man. Your energy, how so much you be out there, so supportive of everybody. I'm speaking on the behalf of everybody also, man. We love you. And when you gone, you know, and stuff, and we notice when y'all not around. You know, it's better when y'all are around. So I just want to, you know, say that foremost.
Yeah,
you
well,
know, before I even
I'm a
jump in.
cry.
I love
Just facts.
Thank
man.
you, man. Thank you.
Well, it works out great with Keenan because Keenan's like our guy that goes out in the field and goes and sees all the great shows and stuff that people are doing. So
It's
And
crazy and
it's-
time consuming,
And
too.
it's not a job to him. He actually be having fun.
Oh,
and
yeah.
really love what's going on. So that's the difference. You know, some
Yeah.
people be like, man, I'm
yeah,
ready to
right.
go.
I think for
He
me,
really
if
be all into it.
I just think for me, like if I'm able to make it, cool. If not, I can kind of, you know, see posts about it, because I know you had did one of your shows a while back, and I know I couldn't make it. So luckily we had a little interview. I think the day or a few days after.
It was like a few days after.
Yeah, so it was definitely cool. But I definitely thank you, man. You definitely been doing your thing.
I appreciate it. But yeah,
I didn't mean to bring that up first. It's just that, you know, that's family's the most important thing, obviously. So
yes, it is. Yes,
yeah.
it is. To me, it is.
Right. So
Oh yeah. Then so before I don't know if they can see. Y'all know how coordinated I be with things. I don't
Right.
know. Can they see my socks?
you're gonna have to lift them up. You're gonna have to just.
I'm about to put it up towards the thing.
There it is. Well,
Can't see it.
Yeah.
He got the ghost on.
I can see it
Dang,
though.
if I can tell them though, I got the Operation Game
I like that.
socks on. So
See-
then, you know, I see I got an open body, you know, with the heart,
Yeah.
you know, and stuff out. Y'all know how
Sound like that.
I like that. Yeah.
everything. Think about
You got good
everything.
style, man.
See, I do that with my socks all the time. I always get like those weird, like either brand or just like whatever shapes I like. I just got like the Tootsie Roll socks
Uh-oh.
on.
Wow.
Got the Tootsie Roll
I don't know if y'all can
socks.
see it, but yeah.
Damn, I got the old people socks. I don't got anything on.
He got the white
I
black
had some
socks.
Tootsie Roll socks
Yeah.
on yesterday, so that's dope.
Oh man.
But nah, I aborted it because I know I was gonna be talking about what happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh, okay, I like that.
Yeah. So basically, it's almost 2 weeks ago. Time flies.
Right.
But Thursday morning, I woke up like around like 8 in the morning, and I felt like a pain like rising. You know, like how Charlie horse, you could feel it building up.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
That
So I
shit,
felt it in
stings.
my like a pain rising. in my side. So I was able to get up and move around a little bit. All of a sudden it just locked.
Yeah.
And I didn't know what was going on to where it had me balled up, on the floor to where it's like I was in a fetal position, like basically on my knees. And I was trying to talk. I was trying to move. Like anything I did, it would not help. When I could catch a little bit of breath, I would move, and it was scaring me because I really didn't know what was going on. So I had woke up my fiance, and I told her, it's like I can't move. I told her to come here. So she, wake her up out her sleep, scaring her. She came over, trying to help me. We don't know what's going on. So I told her it's a pain, right here in my side. Like, can you do something? Like, can you massage it or something? So she started trying to massage it and all that and stuff, and that would help a little bit. Then, like 5 minutes later, the pain would intensify. So I tried to move, lay down, still couldn't breathe. Well, 2 hours later, from us trying that, I was balled up. Couldn't do anything. We had to call the ambulance. And the ambulance had to come and take me to the emergency
you couldn't
room.
even get out of bed. You couldn't even get up.
I was on the floor.
Right.
Yeah, there's like your lower back too.
Because
right?
I was able to first get up because I felt something building.
Yeah.
But then once it locked in and that pain was there, I couldn't do anything. So even when I tried to lay out to breathe, the pain intensified. The only thing that gave me some type of comfort, and it still wasn't comfort, was me being balled up. On the floor in a fetal position, like hugging myself. And she was, like kept trying to, rubbing to ease the pain. So the paramedics and all that stuff came, which I'm going to tell people, for real, if you ain't got to call the paramedics and all that and stuff, and you feel like it's like you not going to die, don't call them, man, because I really feel like it wasn't a huge help. My fiance went upstairs. She was trying to get the kids on clothes and everything. And I'm asking them, because I'm still balled up, and I'm asking them, can they try to massage? The thing, they just looking at me. like y'all are there to
I need the help, man.
To help me. So she had to come back helping me. They telling me they need me to walk downstairs because something that they have would, I guess it'd be a lot of work for them to bring in. I guess they would have to attach it to the steps or something, to roll me downstairs.
Yeah.
So,
but you couldn't even move off the floor. Like so much.
My
pain.
whole point.
Yeah.
So they paramedics. They supposed to be the professionals, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, how I'm supposed to get up off this floor?
Did they know what it was when they got? Did they have an idea what it was?
No. And it's like, if you see me balled up in the floor, and it's like I only had on my gym shorts. I didn't have anything else on. If I'm balled up like this and only in that, it's letting you know I'm in unbearable pain. And it ain't like we call y'all every other day, to come here. So you like, oh yeah, it's them again. Yeah. We have never been to this house. So it's a true emergency. See what I'm saying?
Right.
So that's just crazy.
Yeah, so they weren't really helping me for real. So I was finally able to gasp like some type of breath because they just kept saying they wouldn't better help me unless I'm able to get downstairs. And that's
an ice
they,
pack or
they stretch it. Nah,
I didn't try heat pad.
I didn't try any of that. So I was able to get downstairs. Once I was able to get right there, I balled up again.
Had the pop stuff.
Yep.
On the stretcher.
Yep.
Jeez.
And they ended up putting me on the stretcher and stuff. Luckily, the guy, because he saw I was in so much pain, I was supposed to be on my back, on the stretcher, strapped in. But they saw the only thing that kept me comfortable was me being in that balled up position, on the thing. So my fiance, she got on there, she got the, massaging it and stuff again. I say they was cool, but they wasn't.
Yeah.
For real, the paramedics, because you don't know what's going on, with me.
Right.
I think they got me fairly fast to the emergency room.
Yeah.
And the only plus I say about the ambulance bringing you there is that you don't have to sit in the waiting room. You know what I'm saying? Right. I believe if I would have brought myself, although I was in excruciating pain, I still gotta tell you my name.
You've been
why you think I'm there?
Yeah.
But I was able to get straight to a room,
right?
From them bringing me there. But I don't even think they had on the lights, anything. I think they just drove me regular, to the emergency room. So it was weird. Yeah. So just my, I I just want to say, if you don't have to take an ambulance, you feel like you can try to tolerate, you have a car there, try to, because the only thing you're going to have is just the big old bill.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's like y'all still doing the work anyways, and you're not getting there any faster than your self-driving. You know what I'm saying? So that's just my advice out to anyone. But
so you get to the ER, you're in the emergency room. The doctor comes in. Did they kind of know what it was?
So that's another issue too that I had. So they had me on a stretcher. The guy told me, he was like, "Man, I don't want them to see that you balled up like that, because I wasn't supposed to roll there like that. Like, can you at least try to turn around while we take you in there?" So I'm in there. I'm pain so bad, my arm hanging off the stretcher thing. And I heard a nurse like, "Can you put your arm, back inside the stretcher thing?" And as I'm going by, I heard like the nurses laughing, like, "Hey, what's funny about somebody coming in on the stretcher?"
Yeah, that's kind of.
And then they took me to the room. I'm still balled up, in that fetal. That's the only thing I have comfort. The doctors and stuff, they hassling me, trying to get me to talk, trying to get me to turn over on my back so they could talk to me, because they claim that they can't get any info, they can't work any further, unless I turn over, and talk to them. Apparently, I don't want to sit like this. This ain't how a normal person sits, in a fetal position. Of course, I would turn around, and do that and all that stuff. So took me a little while. I had to will myself to turn around.
Yeah.
To sit on there. So I didn't like that the doctors were like that too, foremost. So it was like a bad experience. Yeah. All around with it. So long story short, after that they got me IV, took me to get a CT scan and everything. And come to find out I had a kidney stone.
Fuck.
4 millimeters.
Shit.
That was big.
That was big. Yeah, that's a
big
man. My family's had kidney stones.
Yeah, so I had to come back home because they was like, they want to know if it would pass. They gave me morphine, and stuff, so I was cool for some hours.
That's like the top dog. That's the top. People don't realize that's the top of the fucking most shit they can give you. That shit, and still, you're still probably in pain with the.
You gotta be careful how many you take too.
But it is all right. So it's more to that too.
Yeah.
All right. So the next day, the next morning, I'm cool. The rest of that day, I'm thinking, all right, I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking just like it was a bad break.
Right.
I'm fine. The next day, on clockwork, at the same time, I felt the build up.
Just came back.
And everything coming. So before it could get to that extent, I told her to get up. Please take me, to the emergency room.
Yeah.
At that same time, my daughter was complaining about her stomach. So we took all the kids. I didn't want to go because I don't like any of the hospitals up there towards Belleville, Shiloh area. They new hospitals, but they not good hospitals to me.
Mm-hmm.
But my daughter needed to go to St. Louis, so I told her to just drop me off, to Memorial in Shiloh. And my other daughter, she went to Cardinal Glennon because she was complaining about her stomach.
Mm-hmm.
So I went to Memorial. I was like, hey, before this pain kicks in, I know once it's at its threshold, I'm not gonna be able to move. I'm not gonna be able to talk to y'all. Like, can y'all do something quick? They was able to move like fairly quickly. They had the records from what's names. They did another CT scan. Come to find out that the stone was actually a little bigger than what the other people said, and the other doctors, I guess they didn't read their scan good, because come to find out it wasn't the stone that was giving me the pain. So come to find out it was the stone was doing blockage to where I could let out all my urine and whatever fluids had to come out of my body.
Yeah.
It was stopping everything from coming out. So the stone was completely fine. My kidneys had swelled up.
Oh, just from the damage of the pain, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
So it was worse than what I thought.
Wow.
It was. So that pain, it was like that pain you feeling is your kidneys in there, hitting up, against me and swelled up. So it's like a balloon is filled up and you're trying to pour more
water,
in it. It's already at its breaking point.
Yeah. Right.
For real. So they told me that was like the only thing that is calming you down is morphine. Like, we're not allowed to let you leave a hospital if morphine is the only thing that will calm you down. You remember I said the other place gave me morphine to let me leave.
Right.
You know, for they weren't supposed to.
Yeah.
So the other hospital was like, we can't let you go. Like you have to have this surgery.
Yeah.
So I had to have a kidney stent surgery. So it was because the doctor went in and he didn't cut me open. They had to go through my urethra.
So it was so big that they couldn't even break. Because sometimes they do the surgery where they do this ultrasound thing and they break it up, so it breaks up in little pieces.
So
the stone was way too big for that. Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't that. It was that I was completely swollen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like that's something you got to go in for too.
So they couldn't see. So you had to put the stent in there to release everything that was backed up.
Oh, wow.
That was in me. So it had been backed up for a while.
Yeah.
It's just that the kidney had got to its threshold to where it's like, hey, we can't keep. We gotta flow how we supposed to flow.
Yeah, yeah.
So he had to put a stent in there to let all that fluid out.
Yeah.
And that's what's in me, right now. So I gotta have a second procedure, all that stuff done. But
they put that in,
I was peeing blood for 2 days.
Right. I was like, you probably were just fucking pissing constantly, like when they put the stent in.
And and then it's like now, like if I don't drink enough water, like I feel it. It's so uncomfortable. For real. Like I'm not supposed to be doing anything. I'm supposed to be sitting down and all that. So that's just ain't even the tip of the iceberg.
Right,
that's just me.
Right.
That we talking about so far. So my mama had got a phone call in there, and I heard somebody saying something about my daughter.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, what's going on with Zariah? My mom was like, oh no, she fine. The doctor said she was cool. So I done went through my my operation and everything that I had. And my mama came in there and broke the news to me and let me know that my daughter, she was complaining about her stomach. She had to go to the ER at Cardinal Glennon. They did a scan on her and found a mass in her stomach on her liver.
Damn.
It was like, I was like, what? Wow. And they telling her that she has to have, emergency surgery.
Fuck.
And stuff too. So the day after I had got out the hospital, I had to go up there with her because they was finna have her surgery, and stuff done. So they wanted to do 3 little holes on her, but they couldn't. So they had to actually do an open abdominal, surgery on her, and they hit me hard because she only 6 years old.
Right. Yeah, I'm about to say because you have like all your kids are under 10 too. I remember.
Right.
And that's major. That's major on anybody. 35, 50, but a 6-year-old being that little.
Have that scar now, yeah.
Yeah, being cut all the way.
Yeah.
Open like that.
Damn.
Thank God they was able to get the mass out, and they found out what it was. So it wasn't nothing cancerous,
okay.
Tumor or anything like that. Thank God. But it was a big old piece of fat. It was like 3 inches big, and it was like, why? It looked like it had a life of its own. Like I didn't. So that was like it didn't have nothing to do with her stomach pain that she was feeling, because they just want to originally just see if she had a virus, something like that. But
I mean, they found bad or something.
They slipped up on that, found that by mistake.
Wow.
So for us to been going through that all at the same time, I stayed up there at the hospital with her for 3 days, helping her, when she got to pee, get up out the bed when she need things, she want to. Drink soda, at the same time when I'm supposed to be recovering, and stuff too. I had to be a father, put everything I had on the back burner to make sure, she's trying to get back to 100%. So we both right now, sitting down and, trying to come back to being fully, 100%. I just look at it as a blessing, because I thought I was better before, and apparently, I wasn't. It's a lot of things that opened my eyes, because I ain't never drunk, I ain't never smoked. I work out. I drink my herbal teas. I drink kombucha. A lot of stuff. Because COVID taught me a lot on boosting my immune system. So I really been on top of it. Like I have never done so. For something like that to occur to me, it was just kind of weird.
Yeah.
And then a lot of people look at me as like Superman. They're like, can't nothing happen to Steph. But something did happen to Steph. So it opened my eyes. Made me appreciate things that I thought I was appreciating.
Right.
I appreciate them more. Now, and also too, for my daughter, like it really hit home. I really didn't like that, but I just look at it as upgrades, because that wasn't supposed to be in her, So now she's how she's supposed to be, for real. She gonna come back bigger, better, stronger, than before, and Daddy is too.
So I think it's like when shit like that happens, like especially at a young age, I had to get surgery one time. It was like in between my thigh. It was like a blood knot or something. But I mean that was easy. But I think like for something like that major, it does put you in a process of like, oh fuck. Like hopefully it's something that's not too big. But I mean, luckily, you know, your daughter survived it, and like that's a blessing for both y'all too. Yeah, I mean life like that, it is scary.
Well,
It's definitely scary.
yeah, for her not knowing, you know, her going to the hospital and stuff. First, she gets scared that you go to the hospital and sees what's happening to you, and then all of a sudden something happens to her. It's pretty,
at the same time.
Right.
But
right.
you know, like I get married and stuff in June. I always look at the bright side of things.
Yeah.
It could have occurred that month. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm supposed to be out like 4 to 6 weeks. She is too. You know, so it could have occurred then. It could have occurred a couple of days. It could have occurred the day of.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I just look at it as a blessing in disguise, and it's just upgrading us. I get to sit down, plan more, blueprint, you know, some stuff, and really watch, because y'all know I'm a thinker. So
Yeah.
when I'm sitting down, I get the mastermind.
Did you end up passing the kidney stone with the stent?
No, so that's what the next surgery is.
Oh, they're gonna go up and get it. Okay.
Once the stent was supposed to relieve all that, and make my kidney come back down to its regular size.
Oh, gotcha.
You know, and stuff, and let all that old fluid, you know, and stuff that was backed up out. So now they can actually look in there and laser it and try to destroy it.
Okay.
And they want to get a piece of it because once they get a piece of it, they can study it and find out exactly
what it was
that caused it.
Right. If it's like
and I'm
calcium,
curious.
yeah. You drink a lot of milk, or maybe
No,
a lot of protein?
I think I need to drink more water. I think I eat too much protein. That's probably what it is. But it's like you can't eat anything, because I was looking it up. It's like these things could almost be caused by anything for real.
Right.
I eat a mix of everything. So I mean,
it's a lot of it's sort of like red meat, and they say red meat and things like that, or calcium and things. So,
calcium.
But, I mean, it just depends on your body, I guess.
You have done a lot of salt, or if you drink a lot of soda, eat a lot of fat foods. Man, it's almost saying like anything for real. But one thing I can say, I need to drink way more water. I don't drink enough water. So people get your H2O.
Right.
You know, for real. H2O, drink it.
Yeah.
Well, I think like in certain cases, like your body, and in general, like a lot of people can only take certain things, and I think that's one of the things to be like, yeah. I mean, if people are like obese, okay, yeah, then there's gonna be a higher risk. But I think for a lot of people like us, smaller, whatever, chance it can still be kind of like 50-50. It's just how you take care of it,
With kidney stones, I see people all the time that are healthy like him, and they get it. It's just it's certain foods.
That's right. I haven't had it yet.
Yeah. It's like what you're saying. You got to learn the science of your body,
right?
And that's the thing I learned about when I first got into lifting weights. Like I'm watching these other guys. I'm like, I see what they do. You could get in there and mimic for a while, but your body gonna be like, I like this exercise. Then you will learn like, hey, this is giving me faster results. Your body is basically like a science class, and you gotta learn it. So certain things that other people do, you might not be able to do.
Right. That's
what they don't like doing. Might
just build that.
That's like losing weight. It's like that too. Sometimes people are like, oh, you gotta do like this to lose weight, low carbs, or fasting and things like that. It just depends on your body, man. You gotta, like you're saying, you gotta discover how your body works.
Yep, you gotta learn you. It's crazy. It's just so many things that happen in life that let you know, in my opinion, that let you know that God does exist.
Right.
For real. We have these distinct things that makes our body operate. Like it's certain equations, certain amount of chromosomes and stuff that you have to have, for you to work, like how it's this little 3-4 millimeter, thing in my body, but it's not supposed to be there. So my body is not operating like it's supposed to. It throws everything off. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everything has to work in its order. It's like how the earth goes around the sun. If we throw off that problem by, it could be by 0.1, it could destroy, everything. For real, 'cause everything has to revolve, how it was created in this order.
Yeah.
So it's just a lot of things that let me know that it's a higher power.
Yeah.
Somewhere out here that designed everything that's supposed to operate a certain way.
So I think the worst thing I ever had, only for a few years, was asthma. That's like during the spring. Like it could be the outside stuff. And my great grandparents at the time, God rest their souls, like they used to be a lot of smokers, and that secondhand smoke definitely can really affect your breathing. But I haven't had asthma probably since high school, I guess. But yeah, it's just weird things out of nowhere.
Well, I'm glad that everything looks like on the up with you and your family, man. So
because I see you just pulled it up, and it's like this. It make this song hit a little different now because looking at it, the things that I'm talking about, you know, in there, the things that I'm saying, and for me to look at us and know that those things had to be in us currently. Then we just didn't know. They just didn't come to light then. It just hits completely different now. But I had this one guy that I used to go to church with, and he had inboxed me. He was like, man, he just thought it was weird that once I started saying I want to do way more positive music, I want to do, you know, not cuss, you know, do it more so like towards what, you know, with God involved, that all this had happened, you know, to me and stuff. And I didn't even view it like that till he had told me that. But you know, what evil try to look at to destroy me, I look at it as a good to upgrade me, right, make me better than before. So just gonna work against them.
Yeah, because I think the last time we did talk on the interview, I know you had released a new song, which is again still a nice piece in my opinion. And I think for you, you know, you definitely have like the good positive outcome no matter what you do. It's very inspirational. It's definitely passionate to you, to your family, and to others that really like dig your music. And I'm definitely loving it, man. Yeah,
and like I sent it to you know, Dustin right here. And I could really tell that he really did like the piece. He liked the visual.
Yeah, I loved it.
Everything.
Yeah, it was beautiful. And like a lot of people, like I always told you when you come on the show, and I'm not down in other people's music videos here in St. Louis because a lot of people do great work, but you really put thought in every aspect of your video making. Like I'm talking like the outfits, the scenery, you know, everything that goes into the music video. It's a work of art, and so. You can tell you put a lot of time and a lot of thought into all your work. So that's why I always enjoy watching your music videos. And like the one movie we showed at MoAM with the Friday 13th. I mean, you could just, you know, that's what I'm saying. Like you can just like you put a lot of thought into all your stuff. So
yeah, and I really appreciate it. And I like that you watched it, you know, that in depth, because I am one of those thinkers. When you watch something and you be like, did he mean to do that? Yeah, I did, because you know I think that in depth. But the thing is, like when it comes to these visuals, like they honestly, they real easy to come up with, because it's like as I'm creating the song, as I'm listening to the instrumental, as the lyrics and everything is, they all forming, you know, with me, the visual, you know, does at the same time. And the music has become way easier to me because it's like I just let my soul talk. So I believe that why people like this song so much, they connect with the lyrics or the visuals, because like I'm giving you a piece of my soul, and you can just tell I'm being honest. I'm not trying to force anything. This is who I am. It's another piece of another extension. You know, Steffine Urkell. You know, some people get tattoos. You know, some people draw art. Some people cook. You know, for real, to express their soul. And it's just the way that I do it. I'm just not another person just doing, you know, music. You know, for real, you could tell it's different, you know, when I do it.
Yeah, and also the same way with you, the videos, I think also, because I've seen you perform like a few times so far, and what really got my attention from you was when you perform, by all means, like, yeah, the music was great, but what I like is that you have like a wardrobe like throughout your whole entire set. Like it could be one song, you can wear that, the next song they probably skip over, and then you come back out on something new. And I like that, because it's kind of like me when I cosplay. I told you this before. Yeah, I change clothes every day. I change clothes every hour, so it's like, why not? But for you, for a whole set with like under an hour, under 30 minutes, I'm like, this dude could fucking actually pull it off. I like that.
Yeah, it's crazy because it's like cause I'm doing everything live too at the same time. So it's like I'm not doing it to the tracks. So it just let you know where my mind, because you got to think about 50 different things.
Yeah.
I'm listening to the drums, making sure they on cue, you know, not missing a part and everything. Making sure making sure my backup singers, in rehearsal, I wanted y'all to hit this point, make sure y'all hit it. But at the same time, I got to remember, at this point, when the beat hit this, I got to hear it and leave off stage. You see what I'm saying? That I only got 50 seconds to come back on stage, you know, and then for me to have all that breath control and energy, you know, on the stage to actually still give a full performance. I'm not taking any breaks. You see what I'm saying? So just let you know is extremely different. And I like that y'all, you know, you actually pay attention to how I perform like that, because it ain't too many people on the planet you know, that could do it like that.
So like, what started like that type of gimmick there? Like, what started the whole thing?
When I first came into the scene, I was going out to people's shows, you know, all that and stuff, and I wanted to do what they weren't doing. And it wasn't just them. I was watching award shows, you know, and stuff, watching people from the past. I was watching Michael, Prince, Soul Train Awards, BT Awards. I'm like, what they doing? What can I bring, you know, that's different? And I had never seen nobody doing costumes, you know, and stuff for real with things.
Well, I always thought about you. It's like, so, I mean, people's attention order is so limited anyways, and people can put their attention anywhere. So when people sit and want to watch it, like, you care about, you know, their attention, so you want to make it as best, since you have these people's attention, the best that you can make it. That's the way I always.
Yep, and that's what I do. So like, some people might listen to, like, I redid the Fugees beat. And it's called Black Panther, but it's a tribute to Chadwick Boseman. So that's why I wear the Black Panther attire. But on the other footnote too, I'm also paying homage to our Black Panthers that was fighting, you know, for our rights, you know, back in the day. So it's like the show that you came to, you know, before I came out there and was doing the Black Panther thing. I had Tweezy talking on the mic, and he was saying all our former Black Panthers. Oh, right. And he was playing an African beat. Yeah. You know, I was trying to get people to catch on, you know, and stuff what I was doing, to where I was talking about different elements of the Black Panther. And it's weird too, because it's like I was doing a tribute. I was trying to say how important it is, not just for Black people in general, that when you have things going on, to go to the doctor, you know, and get checked out. Because some people just be like, man, I'm okay. You know, it might hurt this day, and you brush it off. Yeah. And it's funny, you know, that happened to me, you know, for real, with my stuff. You know, and just let me know, I'm like, I thought I was on top of my health. I need to be more on top of my health, because, you know, Chadwick Boseman had what was that, prostate or colon cancer or something like that. And
for years,
he was still working, doing those movies, you know, to the best that he could, to his abilities.
He was,
and he put his best foot forward, and that's what I was trying to highlight. So when I did name the song Black Panther, then it's like, I'm not finna half-ass this song. First of all, it's a hip hop classic. Second of all, I'm doing a tribute, you know, to you know, iconic, you know, actor. Doing everything, I have to do my best. He did his best acting. I have to put my best forward musically. So I always love performing Black Panther, because it's my tribute, you know, to him. And y'all might not know this, but my real name is Xavier. You know, my daughter's name is Zarai, and my other daughter's name is Zamari, and my son's name is Zakai. So when we come up there and we put the X's up, that's our representation of our names. I like, you see what I'm saying? So a lot of people don't know. It's a lot that goes into what I be doing on stage. So
I like it when you use your name for like whether it be product, whether it be brand, or whatever. So like for me, my YouTubes are called key clips. So I thought, okay, my name, and it's just a clip, but replace the C with the K. So you know, kind of make a difference there. But I think, like I said, you definitely make a statement within your name and just your whole entire like genre and your culture. I definitely appreciate that one.
Yeah, and it's like because I know around here, I know I have like a big impact on how people perform, what they do, you know, what they try to do. Because I know there's people now, they try to change clothes, you know, all that stuff now. And I know where people got that from. You know, I'm real heavy on the band. Like 99% of the time I perform with a band. You know, it's a big thing to where people feel like they have to perform with a band now if they headline it. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. With shows. Like I know I have a bigger impact on the scene and the culture and the way how people move, rather than, you know, than what they say. I see it, you know. Like it could be 100 pair of Air Force Ones in here, but I know my pair, you know, when I see it. So when I go out and I see people doing certain things, I'm like, oh yeah, that's Steph. You know, for real, I know I have a big impact. You know, whether people will want to say it or not. Yeah, you know, for real, I know I have an impact on how people are doing things. Videos, you know, and stuff too. Yeah. So,
well, we have people that come on the podcast, and then a month later they have their own podcast. So it's cool.
Oh, shots fired.
So many.
It happens.
Shots fired.
So, well, let's play this music video here, and then we'll talk about this. Is the newest one. So, do you want to cue it up for the audience here?
Yes, sir. This is Steffine Urkell featuring Nico Soul, and it's called January 16th. So listen close and watch the visual.
It's not just a vision, it's a television. Ooh, boy. Life funny, no Eddie Murphy, just love debtors. Never been loved, but somehow I gotta love better. This Orion Zamari, who will my love get us? Until my fresh prince, I don't write wills, it's a love letter. Cause Uncle Phil never saved me. Chain around your neck, but you talking about slavery. Shout out to Nicole, Harriet Tubman, then raised me. And just bought a watch for all the time that he gave me. Hey, best rapper alive. I pray a demon see Jesus when he look in my eyes. Best rapper alive, I say it 200 times. What I say is what I mean, don't make no rumors with God, yeah. Praying to God that can't you talk to my soul. Laying a robe made of silk, but I'm losing control. And nigga smile in your face, but wishing death on your soul. But nigga shook my hand and put a hole in his clothes. Hey son, you can be what you want, but you can't make a woman love you. Either she do or she don't. And you can never force loyalty. They gon' do what they want. Take it from daddy, from experience. I'm proving a point, yeah. Just stay true to yourself. I know greatness in your genes, but use God as your belt. I know I talk in metaphors that mean God is your help. Cause daddy gon' make mistakes, I had to tell you myself. They say a man shouldn't cry, but you a guy, he wept. I had to right my wrongs with everything I had left. Everybody wrong on roads, but they ain't jailing themselves. ESPN don't need your analysts, I talk to myself. Undisputed, I skip the sharp-ish and talk to myself. Man was made from clay, so we ain't looking at stuff. Tell my kids make they money, but take care of yourself. Ask a coffin, money can't buy help. Hey, they'll never see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. Hey, they'll never see it coming down my eyes, so I gotta make the song cry. This is my love letter and I don't need a reply. It's alright, it's Amari Sakai. Ay, cause they gon' play this song even after he dies. Sincerely yours, Arise, Amari Sakai. It's exciting.
Fight straight out the 6 side. Gotta make the song cry, make the song. They'll never see it coming down my eyes. Gotta make the song cry. Ooh, this my love letter, I don't need a reply. Gotta make the song cry. Zira, Samari Ezeka. They gon' play this song even after he die. Can't stop, won't stop. Tunes from the 6 side. Can't stop, won't stop. Gotta make the song cry. 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 Can't stop, won't stop. Tunes from the 6 side. Can't stop, won't stop. Gotta make the song cry.
Recreated the
Okay, as I we'll come back to it. So 6. Wow. So you could tell yes, give a little clap for that.
That was beautiful.
I love it. I love it. You could tell your family, especially your daughters, were having such a great time. You could just see it in their eyes. It was
best rapper alive.
It was just so.
See, now it makes me want to make a song called October 13th.
October 13th.
Yep. Can you tell me? Do you know what the date means?
October 13th. What's that? Is that your birthday?
Mm-hmm. There you go. See, look at that. First try, I like that.
You should make a music video about you. Is that what you're saying? So.
Oh no, it's gonna be a historical one, but I like that, man. I like that. You definitely have some good editing in there, especially getting everyone involved.
Shout out to Telly. I love Telly. Telly's.
Shout out to Telly.
I love Telly. Great guy. That's a good music video. I love the song. And so tell us about like your goal with this Grammys 2025. So I don't how do you, I mean, how does, because I watch the Grammys and I always see the, I don't know, it just seems like it's kind of rigged. I guess I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to. But like, how do you
politics
or any other award show?
How do you, being an independent artist, like how do you get like nominated to be in the Grammys?
So I've been doing my research on that. I reached out to Strings, from her, and he was telling me that you have to pay your dues, which I didn't know you had dues to pay, for the Grammys, first off. And then second off, you have to be voted in by people that's already in the conglomerate, I guess, of the Grammys. They have to vote you in to be nominated. After that. So you just can't have a hot song and people feel like it's good enough to win a Grammy. It's a process and steps to that.
Okay.
So I'm in the process of working my way.
Yeah.
To that, because it's I'm way bigger than here. Like I said, I know the impact of that record. Once the world hears that record, is it's extremely clean, positive. You can let your pastor hear it, your kids hear it, and it's just a great songs. Like when I sent it to you, I was like, I feel like it was like one of the most impactful songs that been here, in a long time.
Yeah.
For real. And once everybody get ear to it, a lot of people once they hear it, they be like, yeah, this is a great record and soul touch. And I feel like once I get it there, it's gonna do Grammys 2025 for real. But like I said, I'm in the process of trying to get all that in order. And I ain't gonna say it's the easiest thing in the world, but
yeah, definitely. When I listen, I just hear you can feel the passion in your love, and you can see it, and just you're talking about it. Yeah, it's I think it's I mean, I love all your music, but it's definitely one of the best, I can tell you.
Yeah, and this is actually my first single from my album, because I haven't released that debut album yet.
Right.
And this is my first single from my debut album, and I feel like if anybody asks me what song most can define Steffine, I feel like this one is this one, because I wrote this song. It's called January 16th because I wrote it on January 16th. It was like one of the worst days of my life, so I wanted to write. And I was letting that out, that was all on me. But I wanted to turn my darkest day into one of my most beautiful days, because I feel like you can turn a negative to a positive. I believe it,
right?
And I believe that's what I did, with this record.
Do you feel with this, trying to get into like the nominated to be part of the Grammy? I mean, I feel like I'm just waiting for the big breakout artists, the next big breakout artist of St. Louis to happen, and I just feel like there are only like a handful of people that I've met here in St. Louis that has the potential in doing that. I do feel like you're one of those. Like Strings is we said Strings earlier. Like you and Strings is like top of my list of like people that I think that could like be the next big thing. Like it's just like it seems like it's just needs that the stars to align for that to happen. Like it just needs like it's there. But
it will take a while though. I mean, it would definitely happen.
That I don't know what it is, but it just needs that something to happen.
And I got complete confidence that it's gonna happen. I'm just relying on God. I don't want to get somewhere and I'm too early, for it, because that could be my demise.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? I want to make sure I'm seasoned enough. I got enough wisdom. I'm smart enough, and I can fight temptations.
Yeah, but I think you'd be fine with it because you got a great grounded family. I think if you did this like 20 years ago or 15 years ago, I'm not sure how old you are, but you didn't have that family as like that concrete foundation of who you are. So I think if success,
right.
Well, I mean, it's kind of the same. It's kind of the same with sports. I mean, if you get in too early without like more education or more of the smarts in it, like it's gonna be more of a drop. But I think it will take time for like a lot of musicians to kind of they still do their own thing, whether you local, but then like you still have that name on a top tier list. So and you've been doing it for years. A lot of people know who you are. A lot of people know what you do. They know how you are as a stage performer, let alone a recording artist. So in time, like it will be up there, and we're gonna see that. Yep. We're gonna witness that.
And I believe that's why you saying like with the stars align. It's just that if I get the records and stuff in the right hands, then I'm good, because the world hasn't heard it yet. It's a whole world that hasn't heard the record. Like once I can get it to radio stations in the right hands to where somebody hear it and they can move it correctly, it's gonna occur, because somebody gonna be able to see exactly what Steph does.
One of my favorite quotes of all time: "It's no power on earth can stop an idea whose time has come."
That's facts. I agree with that.
Yeah, so it's one of my favorite quotes. But and I feel that. So if it's something so good, and nothing can stop it. No haters out there. You can't stop it. It's like
gatekeepers, whatever you want to call them, politics, whatever. Yeah, I believe in the God that I said this year, 2024. Through me, he gonna prove that he exists, and I believe he been doing that anyways. Because it's like how I say, when I perform, I'm pretty sure like Keenan, you've been to the shows and stuff too. It's like it's certain records and stuff that I perform, that it's just different. I get people that goosebump feeling. It's like what is this? For real, I'm one of them emotion, soulful, type artists. and this because I'm not forcing it. That's genuinely who I am, and I'm connecting with y'all on a higher frequency.
Right.
You know, for real. I'm not just here just to I just just rap. I'm actually have a message and that I'm trying to get across. I'm actually trying to teach something. You know,
Right.
for real.
Well, I remember the show. Let me cut you off, Keenan. The show that Pops that you. Thank you for letting me the opportunity. Let me co-host with Zoe. But when you came out, like it was like it totally.
6
6 yeah, it just totally changed. Like when you, I mean, the level just boom. It was like we're at like a normal kind of local show, and all of a sudden, like you came on, did your set, and then it was like a whole different type of show. It was a whole another decibel, another level when you came and did your thing. So
So I think everyone here, you know, no matter what you do out there, I think your day will come. That moment will shine, and it will take time. But you want to just enjoy what you have right now. Be blessed of what you're doing. I mean, be blessed. You got a family, fiance, all that, a nice household. I think for all of us here, you know, we're blessed to, you know, run shows, run podcasts and stuff. But just always know that your start is your greatest achievement, to where your career and your future is going to be the greatest moment to live on.
And I really believe like my kids and my my family is the highest achievement, you know, that I could ever get. Because even if I win that Grammy, it's still a opinion. You know, for real. My kids love, my family's love. That's not an opinion. You know, for real. That's something that's that's I know it's genuine and it's true.
right.
You know, for real. How I always tell people, you know, facts ain't facts. For example, you know, like let's say the Lakers win an NBA championship this year.
Again.
Though they do win it, it could be somebody feel like, oh, Denver Nuggets, you know, should have won that. You know what I'm saying? If they would have played this and this would have occurred. So I'm saying it's like certain things like facts ain't facts. You know what I'm saying?
It's not underdogs
view things,
so far. I like
yeah,
that.
you can view things differently. Just because they say they won, I mean they actually was the best. You know what I'm saying? But my kids loving me, I know that that's true. You know, for how I feel it. You know, for real. It's not a quote. It's not a saying. It's a feeling.
Now, are you a Laker fan, by the way?
Oh,
Are you a Laker fan though?
nah.
Good choice. Good choice. Just make sure.
Nah, I love the colors, the purple and the gold.
I like the dynasty of the Lakers. That's what's kind of like just
Like them in Boston.
Yeah, them in Chicago. I mean, even Chicago, but it's like
iconic.
iconic.
Well, Chicago was good at its time because of MJ. Like, let's be real.
90s Bulls, man. You can't,
Yeah,
But Boston,
That's
though.
one of the best like documentary series ever is Last Dance. It's like, fuck, I watched that twice in a row. I can watch it back to back. I never watched a documentary series back to back like that. That's good.
D Rose was special there too. Like if he wouldn't have got injured, I think he would have got him a ring.
Yeah.
There, but you know he messed up his knees. So,
But that's the thing, like, especially with just like in comparing with sports and music, like it's that team that they look good. They already got the stats. They got the players. I think in a St. Louis type of, in a way, to kind of put it right, we have the musicians, we have the spots, we have the style, but do we really have like that organized team to actually come together and think, okay, let's dominate for the city?
I think the problem is that we just don't have the eyes on us. We just need to get the eyes on St. Louis. I think once somebody like breaks out and people start seeing, it's just like the whole scene what happened with Nirvana in like Seattle in the early 90s, and when they fucking blew up, all of a sudden all these people were checking out what the whole Seattle scene was about. And I think that could happen with the St. Louis music scene, but it just needs to have that one breakout person that's going to bring that national attention to St. Louis.
Yeah, and I like that, you know, because, you know, Nando and stuff then got signed.
Nando, shit.
He's different, but
He's on 5, yeah.
I really feel like I am that one. For like I said, I do everything. You know, I do the production, directing, I act, I do the modeling. It's like it's nothing that if they put me in position to be where I'm supposed to be that I would need coaching on, need to be brushing up on. If anything, I would be like, I don't need that. Let me do it.
Right.
You know, and stuff myself. You know, like I hate to. We're probably gonna be breaking the ice on it because like I'm finna be dabbling in R&B. You know, and stuff too. So it's like not nowhere in the music realm that I can't do. I can ghostwrite.
Yeah.
You know, and stuff for people. Write movies. You know, all that stuff. It's like it's so many different lanes that if you you let Steph there, that I got so many different elements to me. Is that Like let's say you want somebody soulful. Well, I have that soulful. Then I'll be like, oh, there's other people that's soulful just like this. If you just want rapidy rap, you know, I do the rapidy rap, but I also know these other people that do rapidy rap. You know, I write the movies, but I also know, you know, blah blah blah. You know, they write movies and stuff too. So I think letting an artist like myself, you know, out will open way more avenues than just somebody that just rap. You see what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah.
Because I would better branch other people, and I'm that type of person anyways. It's not just me type thing. I always want to help elevate, you know, other people. You know, the last time like when we came here, I was brought Siren, you know, and you know Kenny Moses, you know, and stuff, because I feel like they deserve that light.
I ran that podcast.
Yeah, I ran
that one.
I'm always the one that want to give other artists I feel like deserve light.
Right.
And that's not gonna change about me. Right. You know, once I'm there, I'm like, oh, it's this other person you need to really check out too. They really, really cool. I want to put them in the best position possible to make it as far as they can, because I can't expect all the money to come to me and people just like me. You know, back in the day when people had their CD books, they had different CDs, probably like 50 different CDs in it, and they all want one artist. You know, you could like 50 different artists. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's like people don't think that, you know, for real, just because Steph get on, I mean, I got to try to block out everybody else. No, y'all come on too, because it's something great that you good at too. And then I believe too, when you try to block other people's blessings, you blocking your blessing. Right. You know, so if you're supposed to be in that position to help. Right. You know, so or if you don't, you're gonna be moved. Right. You know, so I'm just one of those people that just want to. It's not just for me. It's a team thing. You know, for real. And I think the thing that bothers some people is my confidence. You know, on myself. But if I didn't have that confidence, you won't get this stuff. Yeah. Right. And I wouldn't be the father, you know, stuff that I am. You won't get the stage performance. You won't get the songs. Yeah. You know, and stuff that you get. I have to be this person who I present. You see what I'm saying? To give what I'm giving. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. When you sit down with me and you talk to me, you be like, oh man, this dude, he laid back, he charismatic, he actually cares. You know, for real. And that's what I want people to know about me, because I want to get out there. I want to help. You know, for it's not just about stuff and about bragging. Ha. Nah, let's get all y'all here, because I got to understand everybody has a family that they want to fend for and take care of. Right. So that's where I'm at with it, like for real.
And I will say, I'll definitely give you flowers. I think that for you personally, you're an amazing father. You're an amazing friend. And I think that what you do, whether it be at stage, whether it be at home, you know, you do what you can to provide for both ends. And you definitely have that right style. You have the mental, you know, status to really be doing both of those at the same time. It's a struggle. It definitely is. But I'm definitely proud of you about that, bro.
I appreciate it. Like real talk, man. Yeah.
Well, what's next? What's the next move? You said R&B, so that's something realm you're gonna get into.
Yep. I also got another song that I'm gonna be dropping soon with some top tier artists. Okay. You know, from around here, that's gonna be really dope. You know, with this operation and all this stuff sitting me down, you know, it kind of got pushed kind of back. Yeah. But I also too, I got selected to be on doing reality TV.
It's what Tracy's doing. I saw that post about that. Yeah, she's making some moves. She's doing her own award show too, and she's been on one. I think the network one time. She came to the studio. Yeah.
Yep. So I was selected, you know, to be on her show. Yeah. I'm gonna be in season 1, but not the whole season, like near the end of it. And then I'm gonna be in season 2, and I got some more TV news. I can't announce yet though.
Okay.
You getting there? I like that.
You brought something with you though. Show us what you brought. You brought the.
Oh yeah.
So last performance that we know about that I know that was the Yours Awards, right? That was in November. So shout out to Tweezy and Soldier by Blood.
Yeah. So I think the last time I was here with you, that was the last time I had all those awards. I had like 4. Yeah. So that since the last time I did, I picked up another one. It's not as many, but you know I won that one, and I also got the headline that award show with a Grammy nominated artist, the Nappy Roots, Big V. You know, so that was major for me to, you know, to headline. Yeah. You know, with somebody that's, that's historical.
Yeah, because I know we came to for the 2022, and that was at a venue up north, and that was a good show because I know we did most of the hosting. A lot of people came out to perform, a lot of comedians. So that was definitely great. I would have made it to the one last year, but I was like, there was so much shit going on. Like,
yeah. And then too, I wanted to, if I can,
sure,
because not only that, you know, from 2023, I just wanted to go over a few of my highlights from 2023 because I had a major year full of blessings. Yeah, like last year from 2023. So first off, I want to thank you, and you have on the T-shirt.
Oh, I do actually
from that festival.
I've been taking it off. No, I'm just
We hope so. We hope so. But when I tell you that was a dope experience, like for real, I really, really loved it. And I love seeing everybody pieces and everybody come together. The interviewing, upstairs and everything, like that was so much fun and everything. So I got to open up 2023, showing my films that I have directed, and stuff, and I wrote and everything. So I opened up the year, with that. So that was extremely dope. And the first night was on Friday 13th, right? January 13th.
So that's why we had to play that video. Yeah,
then we opened it up.
Right. Because I pushed it up.
Friday the 13th.
Right. Yep.
The show was on Friday the 13th. I got to open the show up. The first film was Friday 13th that I did. That's crazy. But after that, I hosted Who Won't Smoke for Soldier by Blood. After that, in March, I dropped Arch Madness, and we did we recorded the song, we recorded the song, did the video, and dropped it all within 48 to 72 hours.
That's good.
That's crazy. Like for real. And that song in like 3 days did over 40K.
Oh wow.
On Facebook. So then I was also nominated for Song of the Year for the St. Louis Arts and Entertainment, awards last year. It was that Black Panther song that I told you. And not only that, I got to perform at the awards, and I got to perform that song. I changed clothes. I had a costume under a costume. Yeah. So I had the Black Panther, thing up under there. My daughters, came on stage with me. And also at the award show, I got to do the first like Cypher 4, A awards there. Yeah. And not only did I not get to do it, I also got to be the finale, of the verse, the whole thing.
Bring the bang.
Yeah, and everybody killed it. They did they just do on it. It was really dope. After that, I got the model, for the Woke brand. That's a store in Galleria. A lot of celebrities that come here, they get clothes.
Oh, okay.
And stuff from her. Yeah. She sells out every year. She had her show at the St. Louis Contemporary Arts Museum with Big Boss Vet. Zeus was another one of the role models that was there. So I got to do it with people that was really super, iconic,
shout out to Zeus.
To the area, and she felt like she wanted me to be a part of that. So shout out to to her for it. That was really major. And after that, my daughter went viral, on TikTok.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, 2 million views. Yeah. On TikTok, over I think 400 or 500K on Facebook. Also, she was doing makeup. Did she do it on her mom? Yeah, I think she did it on her mom. So after that, I had to shout out my fiance. At that time last year, she had got 50K followers. My daughter had helped her like within like a few days, had got like 20K followers. Wow. For real from TikTok and all that stuff. And now she almost at 60K, followers on TikTok. So we hope they don't ban it.
Yeah.
For real.
I'm
so we
sure
can
like
keep
that.
going.
I think they do that just to stir up people. That's politics bullshit, but yeah.
Yeah, so after that, I was asked to do the Nando show.
Yeah.
Last year, and we killed that. We did really, really great. So I appreciate Nando for
he blew up. Yeah,
he definitely
he
did
released
a
that
lot
Nelly
like
that Nelly video, man. He was
Mm-hmm. So that was major because it was only 4 of us, that was on that show, and it was 1 million people, hit him up. But his management hit me up. They was like, "Hey, do you want to come do this show?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course I, do this show."
Yeah.
For Nando, great opportunity.
Yeah.
So I appreciate him for that. Also, I gotta shout out Zeus again too, because Zeus saw me perform at the St. Louis Arts and Entertainment because he was the one that got the humanitarian award. And he had hit me up and he was saying how he loved my performance there when I was there with my daughters because he brought his children, and stuff there. So he was saying he had a slot for the Black Taste of St. Louis. And guess who got the slot?
Oh yeah,
it was like 500 comments, on there. And they picked me. And not only did I not get the slot when I was there, I ended up headlining. The Black Taste St. Louis got to perform like in front of 1,000 people.
That's good.
For real. So
I remember that one like a while back too.
Mm-hmm. And then I modeled for a brand called Ginto. It's an overseas brand. I model their clothing. And I got my first international record, which is gonna probably drop next month. So I got an African record.
Wow,
that's
shit,
for the
wow.
drop with an African artist, from overseas. I gotta shout this out to my daughter. Her school's K through 8th grade. My 6-year-old. She won for September. She was a student of the month. From them over there. So we real big on academics. With our kids and everything. Though I do a lot of music and a lot of play. Things we real big on. If you're gonna go to school, do your best.
Right.
And be your best. And I really love that she listens to that and she takes it to the extreme. For real. She won it from K through 8th grade. She was the one chosen, out her school. Yeah, so then like I said, after that, we went viral again for Halloween. The TLC look 35K on that. 35K, that's a lot of likes. And I think it was like 10K shares.
Wow.
Of that. Then like I said, the last thing I got to headline the Yours Awards. And I won Hip Hop Artist of the Year though. So I had a major 2023 year.
Yeah,
you definitely on the road.
It was really full.
Yeah, I had my cousin's wedding. I was the best man at the wedding, so we weren't able to make the Yours Awards, but it was at their Westport, and looked like it was a fucking awesome show. Yeah,
it was a great show. My
cool venue, different venue. I mean, something different.
Different look. My family came here from Memphis to see me perform then, but and I think that's different too, because every time I perform, I have people come from out of town to see me perform. I don't see, that's why I don't kind of like that local thing, because it's like people try to say people are local, certain things. So it might be local to you, but they ain't local, to everybody.
Right.
It's like when I headline shows, I be having people coming from out of town. Like I had people come from Texas, Memphis, from Atlanta. I don't think you local. I think that would just be people in your surrounding areas. That'd be coming to your shows and all that and stuff. So I think we kind of, because it's like when you say somebody local, it's like putting a ceiling.
Yeah.
On them. So it's like it's like a difference, like people saying, it's a king or a secretary. Well, a secretary ain't as high as a king.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So just say it's an artist from St. Louis, artist from East St. Louis, wherever their respective areas are.
Yeah.
Because what's local to you might not be local to to somebody else, or you might not know their full history to even call an artist local. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you local if you got artists in other countries and featured in African magazines, all that stuff like that. Which that's stuff I done, for real. So it's like I don't like that tag. I know there's been a back and forth with people, but you don't have to put that on. Just say it's an artist from St. Louis, named blah blah blah. You don't have to tag local on it.
Right.
It's like you just trying to say, hey, this is the ceiling. They not outside of St. Louis, the metropolitan area. So
I mean, I'll always be proud of you for what you do, and especially for your family, for your friends, and everything else. I think it's just that you definitely have on my list personally. You're way up there when it comes to recognizable artists, recognizable people, and I can think like, man, this kid here, he's definitely just doing everything, not even out of willpower. You're doing it because you're very crafty with your work, and that's what makes me appreciate you and what you do. So I'm definitely honored to have you part of my life. So always keep going.
Nah, and it's the same with y'all too. Like I said, man, it's coming to Artists United Network to do an interview, to talk with y'all, to have y'all a part of anything that we are doing as far as artistry is major. So don't think that y'all small. We do not look at y'all as being small. Y'all been a part of anything we do is something major.
Big.
We've been doing it a long time, so it's
Yeah, because when you
we changed a lot too.
Yeah, when you actually agreed to host it, but I was really excited because I was nervous. I didn't know if you was going. I'm like, man, he might not.
No,
but then when you agreed to, I'm like, yeah, that's dope. I was really excited.
Yeah, it was cool. I mean, I don't, like I said, I wasn't the best at it, but but it was fun. It was fun, and it was a great learning experience and a great opportunity. So I appreciate the love and the invite to do it.
Nah, yeah. So like I said at the beginning of the show, reiterating on it again, y'all some vital parts. What we doing, y'all some staples, and everybody should know who you guys are when y'all walk in the building. And if you are there for a show or something, make us feel accomplished.
Oh, well,
for real, for y'all to be there.
Always
But what y'all do major, like Artists United Network, like I said, is like the upper echelon, you know, of everything like around here, for real. Like that's
well, it took
facts.
time to get there. It took time to get there though. It just that's
We take our small steps.
yeah. So it's been a while. But
Yep, so it's a blessing. Like for it's an honor. So when I write that, I actually mean it.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
some people
Well, I
say
mean too, yeah.
prayers and stuff. They ain't praying. No, when I actually say it's an honor, I actually mean it. You know, actually saluting y'all, showing y'all respect and homage. I actually do mean it. And that's me just speaking on behalf of everybody. I'm pretty sure if it's people that's listening, they gonna completely agree. Ain't nobody gonna disagree
I've
with
had
me.
a lot of people down there, but a lot of great guests. So I've met a lot of people doing this. It's been fun.
Well
same.
respected.
Great
Both of
journey.
you guys well respected for real.
Yeah.
Same,
Well,
same.
any other shout outs we want to do to the audience here? Did you want to where they can find them?
I just wanted to say if we can push that January 16th record. You know what I'm saying? It's at 15K. You know, right now on my page, you know, my goal is a million views. So anybody can go on there, you know, like, share, you know, comment, just keep it in the algorithm, you know, for real. So it can reach the million, you know, views and get it to the Grammys where I feel like it deserves to. You know,
You're gonna get there.
Yep.
Well, Keen, any shout outs? We got a big thing coming up for the Arch Night. We're helping this film called St. Louis about a pool hustler named St. Louis Roberts, and we're making a film, a movie trailer to help this guy raise money for a feature film about a St. Louis pool hustler that he was actually in The Color Money. He was a technical advisor for Tom Cruise and Paul Newman in that movie. He has a great story here in St. Louis, and so we're making a movie. Keenan's in the movie, playing the Miz.
Let's go.
Playing a pool champion, the Miz.
Now, for the record, I suck at pool, but I mean, I got my days in. I got my days in.
We're going to edit it around that. We're going to edit it around that.
One shot, bam.
So check that out. We'll have that on the Arch Night Network here next month. But definitely like the Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs, like the Arch Night Network on Facebook, and check out the new website, www.artistunitednetwork.com, and we will see you guys again this Friday. We are out. Thank you, Steffine.
I'm about to dig. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. The Daily Dirt with Dustin Diggs. Dig.